It's a little scary to be up here. I have been in sales for the last 20 years. Unreal career. I've had the opportunity to work for 4 Fortune 500 companies. Great money, made a lot of friends, did a lot of things. But you see, I was thrown into sales under baptism, and you'll understand that in a few minutes. See, I come from a very long line of salespeople. Long line. I've got 2 brothers that are salespeople. My stepfather's a salesperson. I guess mom had no choice. I've got about 11 cousins that are salespeople. And you won't believe this. They're all salespeople in the exact same profession. Yep, all salespeople, same profession. So you see, I come from a very long line of salespeople, really good people. So you see, I had nothing to do with where I am today. These were good salespeople that raised me to be who I am. Smart. Yes, you probably guessed it by now. They're salespeople in the world's oldest profession. Anybody know what that is? You're right. So I had no reason to be anything but a salesperson. Let me wipe the frown off your face. No, it's not that one. They're all Baptist ministers. So I had no choice. I was baptized in this, as I said. But it's been a great career. But there are 2 words I hear from November 15th till around January 30th when it relates to salespeople. 2 words. 2 words. It's called goal setting. Every sales manager, every sales director, every sales person is about setting goals. I need to set my goals. I need to have my goals in place for the next year. I've got to get this done. I've got to have my goals on paper. You know the one where you pick out the paper and you take out the pen and you say, okay, number 1, I'm going to make $250,000 this year. Wow, good go. I'm going to drive a Ferrari this year. Heck of a goal. Here's the best one. I love this one. When you walk by someone's cubicle and they've got a house this big up, and you say, what is that house of? Well, that's the house I'm going to live in this year. That's a mansion. You're not going to get there. Do you know that only less than 20% of the people that set their goals and write them down accomplish those goals? Less than 20%. Why do you think that is? Why do you think everybody in sales, and you'll do it too, I'm almost sure you have your goals, you'll write them down, less than 20% will have a goal that they accomplish. That's scary. Well, let me do this real quick. Goal setting is not what we should be doing. We should be changing the things we want to happen for the next year. Goal setting is nothing but change in action. Change in action. And if you aren't willing to make a change, and change is hard, change is scary. Change just jumps out at people. Change wakes you up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to tell you how I know. It will wake you up. It'll keep you up all night long. You got to change. What is it in your mind today, since we're getting ready to go into a new year, that you want to change? What is it you want to change to accomplish that goal? You got to change something. Now let me tell you a story. Because I eat my own dog food. And I'm not talking about my wife's cooking. On October 9th of this year, I walked out on a very good paying job, a very good paying job. That's my wife. had nowhere to go, nothing to look forward to. But see, I practice goal setting too. But what I wrote last year was change in action. And the very first thing I wrote down was I wanted to be a motivational speaker. But I knew that I could not do that and work on my job at the same time. So I quit. I threw it away. Walked out. Went home. It was a Friday, so I had at least until Monday before I told my wife. My daughter's in college in Philadelphia. She knew immediately. And on Monday morning, when we got ready to get up and go to work, I said, honey, I'm not going. She said, why? I said, I quit. So I'm waiting for her to call me from work and tell me, look, you can't keep doing this. I get a phone call after she gets to work. She says, it's about time. She says, it's about time. What is it you want to change? What goals are you going to practice this year to take you into next year? Thanks a lot.